Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Dzambo, and I'll be taking care of your campus weather service forecast for January 23rd, 2013. So, take a live look here at the Arboretum here. Very cloudy right now, but the bigger story right now is the cold temperatures right now. We're checking in at 14 degrees right now. That wind chill, though, sub-zero right now. We're feeling -1 degrees outside right now. A lot of this has to do with our moderately breezy wind. The wind right now measuring at 14 miles an hour. This is going to hold throughout the rest of the day. So if you have yet to venture outside your apartment or your dorm room, make sure you're well bundled up before you head outside this afternoon or early evening. So it's obviously been very cold recently, but how does this stack up to what we normally expect to see and even what we've seen on record? Typically around this time of year, we're around the freezing mark, 32 degrees for a high, 18 degrees for a low. Both those temperatures are about 15 to 20 degrees below what we typically expect this time of year. So definitely way colder than what we're supposed to be seeing. This does not beat our all-time record, though, for a low temperature, at least back in 1936. They checked in at -14 degrees, which is dangerously cold. And considering that was during the Depression, that could have not been good news for, like I said, our grandparents and or our ancestors for that time of year. So overall, though, the rest of the United States, especially the ones that are impacted by this very cold air mass that's over us right now, Chicago's checking in at 16, Buffalo and Boston at 12 and 15 degrees respectively. Even up at Bismarck and International Falls, they're 3 and -8 degrees respectively. Their wind chills right now are well below -10 degrees Fahrenheit right now. A little bit of warmth is on the way, though. There's a slight pocket of warm air that's going to be picked up here, and this is going to move into our area later in the week. So right now, Mid-Texas is checking in at 59, 52 even up in Denver, where they're nice and cozy right now. So like I said, that'll be a factor later in the week, but I'll give you the details on that in just a bit here. So around outside of State College here, we're about 12 degrees in Boalsburg, 14 up in Beech Creek. So again, comparable temperatures right now. Coffin Rock and Kennedy Preserve over here, they're checking in at 7 degrees right now. Their wind chills are below -5 degrees right now. So again, we're kind of lucky in that sense, but not really so much. But we could be our friends off to our east here, that up in Bradford and down in Johnstown. 7 and 6 degrees respectively. Again, very cold right there. Even off to our east, Franklin and Erie, 12 degrees right now. The hot spot in Pennsylvania right now is Philadelphia right now. They are comfortable 19 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So what does this mean as once we factor in the wind chill here? -1 right now in State College, 1 degrees up in Williamsport. Bradford is -7 right now. And Johnstown, -11. That's just borderline dangerous as well. So factoring in that wind chill, that means obviously bundle up very well. But in terms of other things that are affecting us right now, we're not really seeing too much in the way of precipitation, just a few flurries off to our north and west right now. Zooming out, though, the heavier spots are right off the lakes here, New York and northwest Ohio there. You can actually see that there's a decent amount of lake effect snow now. Erie has been pounded the past few days, so right now they're a little bit in the clear, but according to our eye in the sky, that's actually going to change. There's a lot of lake effect snow that will be expected to move in between Wednesday early evening and Thursday morning especially. You can see that those moderate to heavy bands will be coming off too. Some of those will even reach down maybe down as far as Franklin or Pittsburgh, maybe even Johnstown. If at the very least we'll see a few flurries out of those. So again, those lake effect bands, those will continue through Thursday afternoon, and they'll be subsiding roughly Thursday evening into Friday, but by that time, we'll be seeing an increase in cloud cover, and our next system is going to roll in right about here, as you can see. That our next system will bring us probably some light to moderate snow showers, probably a coating to a couple inches later into the early part of the weekend, so going from Friday into Saturday. So again, you see a little bit more lake effect snow coming off of Erie here too later in the week, but hopefully by this time, people have had a chance to get those off the roadways because they could be approaching 3 feet of snow by the time we get these next set of systems coming in. So what does this mean for a short-term forecast, at least for State College? Today, we'll be getting as high as 12 degrees, probably about 14 or 15 since we've already clocked in at 14 degrees right now, but increasing cloudy skies, a few flurries possible later in the afternoon, but otherwise, the big thing to prepare for is the wind chill. Same deal will go for this evening. It's going to be very cold again, mostly cloudy, a possible flurry possible, but otherwise, again, expect that. It's still going to be really cold, and tomorrow's not going to be too much different. 18 degrees tomorrow, few clouds, very cold. There's some hope, though, later in the week. As we can see here, once we get to Friday and Saturday, we finally get into the 20s. We see clouds start to subside. Maybe a few snow showers like Friday, maybe going into early Saturday morning, but for the most part, it's going to be partly cloudy. Look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We finally get back to freezing on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we could be hitting the 40s, which is a welcome relief for everybody that is absolutely sick of the cold right now. I'm Andrew Dzambo, and this was your Campus Weather Service Forecast. Have a great day.